Attorney Primo Elvin L. Susana, regular member attending via Zoom. Attorney Rachel L. Kaabay, regular member. Acting Court Manager Leo A. Romero of PNO Mindoro, attending via Zoom. Court Manager Manuel A. Buhalano of PNO Eastern Leyte Summer, attending via Zoom. Acting Court Manager Eduardo Sobrado of PNO Manawag Party attending via Zoom. We have in attendance as well the head members of the Secretariat, the head members of the Technical Working Group. On the part of our observers, we have Mr. Benjamin Isidro from Picasso attending via Zoom. On the part of our prospective leaders, we have in attendance representatives from the joint venture of Starlight Marine and Industrial Services Corporation and Nautical Ports Management and Services Incorporated, Mr. Ronnie Manalo, Sir Francis Wusi, Mr. Carlos Oliver Talens, all attending via Zoom. From Prudential Customs Brokerage Services Incorporated, we have Representative Elvira Iborra attending via Zoom. From International Reports and Terminal Services Incorporated, we have Mr. Regan Rizado and Mr. Red Santos, both attending via Zoom.
Thank you, President. Following the chair declares a person for HO-BAC-PTMC number 014-2021 come to order. Okay, that's the next schedule.
We have the following items in our agenda for Mr. Chair. First is the approval of the minutes of the previous BAC meetings, HO-BAC-PTMC number 010-2021 held on April 14, 2021, with continuation on April 15, 2021 after the declaration of recess. HO-BAC-PTMC number 011-2021 dated April 26, 2021. HO-BAC-PTMC number 012-2021, both held on April 27, 2021. Next is the private conference on the Port Terminal Management Fund of the Port of Caloocan. Then the presentation and approval of the terms of reference for Port of Caloocan. Number 4 is the resolution on the request for reconsideration of Imasco Arrastres Territorial Corporation and other matters, which include the evaluation reports for Ports of Peter and Sons.
Let's proceed to the first item on our agenda, the approval of the minutes of the previous BAC.
Mr. Chair, I move for the approval of the minutes of the meetings conducted on April 15, 2021, April 26, 2021, and April 27, 2021.
I second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Yes, the notice is under the previous BAC meeting, presentation. Hearing none, Submit of HO-BAC-PTMC number 010-2021, held last April 14, 2021. Submit of HO-BAC-PTMC number 011-2021, held last April 2021. Submit of HO-BAC-PTMC numbers 012-2021 and 013-2021, both held last April 23, 2021. May be approved as presented. Let's move to the next item or agenda. The previous contract for the project.
The project was advertised last April 26, 2021 in the Manila Times and was posted on the PTA website and at conspicuous places in the PTA head office and the port subject of the bidding. The concession period for the project shall be 15 years with a minimum concession fee of 1,490,061,417 pesos and 93 centavos, exclusive of all taxes. We have three prospective bidders, Mr. Chair, who are in attendance in the via Zoom. We ask from the representatives of the joint venture of Starlight Marine and Industrial Services Corporation and Tropical Ports Management and Services Incorporated if they have any questions regarding the bid documents.
Who is taking that joint venture? These are three representatives. And joint venture of
Starlight Marine and Industrial Services Corp. and Tropical Ports Management and Services Incorporated.
Good afternoon. Can you who is taking that of the joint venture?
Meron po kami mga katulungan dito.
Yes.
Mga katulungan.
Sir, your name please?
I'm Carlos Albert Anel, representing SMISCO and PSI Joint Venture.
Okay, do you have any questions? Sir, questions?
Wala po ang audio, hindi namin po maintindihan. Anyway, alisin ko na lang po yung aming...
May mga po ba kayo? Sir, do you have any questions?
Pwede pong siguro pakita na lang yung susunod na bidder. Ayusin lang po namin yung aming bidder.
Okay.
Wala po kami na audio.
Can you ask you?
We ask from the representatives of International Customs Brokerage Services Incorporated if they have questions regarding the bid docs.
TCBSI, who is taking that of TCBSI?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. We don't have any questions so far.
Thank you. Madam Secretary.
From the representatives of PAXI, may we ask if they have questions regarding the bid docs.
Representative Pasi. Representative of Pasi. Okay. Pasi, any questions regarding terms of reference?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. No question as of the moment. Thank you.
Okay, no questions from Pasi. Let's go back to the joint venture. Nais sa yung audio. the joint venture, can you hear me now? We will ask the other prospective bidders, and they have no questions at this point. So, do you have any questions?
Excuse me po. Narinig po ako ng malinaw.
Yes, we can hear you.
Siguro po may problema yung mic dyan sa inyo kaya hindi po namin narinig ng maayos yung audio.
Sandali lang ha. Sir,
Anyway po, itutuloy ko na lang po yung mga questions namin.
okay.
Is the infrastructure and maintenance program under Port Development Plan applicable for the bidding of Port of Calapan?
Okay, is the infrastructure maintenance plan? Technical working group?
Mr. Chair and Sir Carlos, one of the components of the Port Development Plan is an infrastructure development program. That is only if applicable. So the bidder may or may not include discussions on port infrastructure development plan.
Okay po, talagang hindi namin maintindihan. Anyway, kung ang answer po ay no, yung po bang nomination for a contractor na pick-up license ay kailangan ba?
Hindi na po.
Technical working group clarification. So in this particular PTMC, for the Port of Calapan, we have no required infrastructure. However, as part of the Port Development Plan, the prospective bidder may want to include a infrastructure proposal. If applicable. So that's the if applicable aspect. So as a part of PTA, we are not requiring them to commit to any infrastructure development. So it is their option if they, however, if they do include the infrastructure and maintenance portion. Yung contractor.
Yung maintenance program, sir, record.
Sa maintenance program, kailangan may pag-dominate pa rin sila.
Yes, sir. Sa maintenance program, kailangan nilang i-review kasama nila sa port development plan.
Okay, maintenance. Pero infrastructure act, pero so lagi silang may ilalagay na aspect sa port development plan, yung at the very least yung maintenance aspect. So, kailangan nila mag-dominate sa port maintenance in that. So only for infrastructure. Okay. Is there Carlos?
Okay, thank you po, thank you po. May next question po. What proof are we going to provide for minimum working capital required? Yung po ba ay current asset minus current liabilities or certificate of cash deposit?
Sandali lang, Sir Carlos. Okay. Even if you're not going to include any infrastructure project, there is a particular form in the bid docs, which is form number 05. It does not mean you don't include this form. So you include this form, but you still state that it's not applicable. Okay, with regards to your next question, technical working group.
Hello. My next question po, what proof, parang hindi ko what proof are we going to provide for minimum working capital required? Ito po ba ay ITR or certificate of cash deposit?
Sir, hello, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Mr. Carlos, for the working capital, the prospective bidder will submit only a statement duly signed by the authorized representative of the bidder that the working or the prescribed or the proposed working capital of the prospective bidder, which should not be lower than the amount prescribed by the authority po.
So basically, the answer to this question is a certificate. The proof which is required is a certificate from the authorized representative of the bidder that their capital is not less than the amount which is set under the DOR.
That their proposed working capital.
That their proposed work, a certificate from the representative of the bidder that their proposed working capital is not less than in a particular amount.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sir, is that clear?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Next question po. What equipment are we going to procure under the procurement and maintenance program of Port Development Plan?
Okay, good.
Sir Carlos, it's
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
page 33 of the TOR states that the equipment and gear is stated in Annex D of the TOR. So pinakalagay po doon sa TOR na Annex D, yun po yung list of equipment and gears, and then yung unit, and then yung capacity.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay po.
Next question po. Kasama po ba ang ongoing contracts under holdover authority for cargo handling? Kailangan pa po ba ng certificate para doon?
Sir Carlos, kahit copy na lang po.
Copy na lang po.
Kung i-list down yung mga contracts niyo po, including yung nakabuo.
Thank you po. Thank you po. Next question po. Ang terminal management po ba ay the same as passenger terminal billing operations?
Sir, hindi po. Yung pong passenger terminal building operations is part of the Port Terminal Management Regulatory Framework po.
Thank you po. Thank you for that answer. Next question po. Kailangan pa po ba ng certificate of no pending case or
No outstanding, sir.
no pending case, no outstanding financial obligation, or yung certificate po ba ng accreditation would suffice?
Sir Carlos, yung pong certificate of accreditation is one of the requirements as stated in the bidding documents. Nandun po yun sa checklist and also dun sa ating instructions to bidders. Yun pong, ano po yung isang certificate of no pending case and outstanding account po ba yun? Sinabi nyo kanina.
Opo. Kailangan pa po namin?
Hindi po. Yun lang
Hindi na po.
sir. Opo.
Ay, salamat po. Yung mga una ko pong questions dahil hindi ko po masyadong naintindihan yung sagot, pwede ko po bang ulitin?
Pwede po.
Yung number 1 po namin, is the infrastructure and maintenance program under Port Development Plan applicable for the bidding of Port of Calapan?
Hindi po applicable sa Port of Calapan, pero ang bidders po pwede pong mag-include ng infrastructure development plan kasi po ito ay part na component ng ating Port Development Plan. So yung may opt to include discussions on infrastructure and development plan. And then, meron po tayo dito form, bid form 5. Kahit applicable, isasubmit pa rin po yun, lagyan nyo na lang po ng not applicable.
Ay, thank you po. Yung number 2 po namin, do we have to attach in business profile the pertinent company papers like SEC registration, mayor's permit, tax clearance, certificate or certificate of accreditation issued by PPA would suffice?
Sir Carlos, again po, yun po yung certificate of accreditation ay part po ng requirements ng ating bidding document. So, isasubmit nyo po yun. Nasa checklist po natin yun, sir.
Yeah, thank you po. Pasensya na po kayo talaga kanina nung una, wala po kaming marinig na audio. So, marami po salamat. Thank you po. Yun lang po.
Thank you.
Please be informed that the deadline for submission and opening of bids shall be on May 18, 2021 at 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. respectively. All prospective bidders are likewise reminded that there are minimum standard facilities that need to be maintained in the PPPs as provided under PPA guidelines. Should there be a need to obtain copies of said guidelines, kindly coordinate with the secretary. That's all, Mr.
Hello.
Chair.
Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Yes, okay.
Hello, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, I have some questions. Medyo hindi lang ako makapasok kanina. Can we ask questions, clarification?
Can you first turn on your camera?
Hello, ma'am. Hello, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Number one, yung question ko lang po, nakasama doon sa services included in the operations ng Calapan Port is the cargo handling, the weighbridge truck scale facility operation. So this means kailangan ba mag-put up ng operator just in case ng truck scale facility? Is it a requirement?
Mr. Chair. Yes, sir. Included po in the scope of service is the weighbridge facility, which includes the provision of weighbridge facility inside the port premises, including weighbridge office and lay-by area for temporary holding or stripping of overloaded containers and ro-ro units.
If that's the case, ma'am, if it is required, can we charge or can we collect from the truck scale?
Sir, currently po, PPA na the issuance, PPA Administrative Order number 05-2019, which prohibits the collection of weighing fee for domestic outbound ro-ro cargos and domestic outbound containers po.
Next question, yung existing operator ba ngayon ng Calapan Port, meron silang weighbridge facility?
EM office respond, Sir ATM please.
Ano po yun, ma'am?
Sir Regan, i-request lang po namin si ATM Leo Romero to respond.
Okay po. Okay. And next clarification, ma'am, we would like to know what are the basis in computing the minimum concession fee for Calapan?
Paul,
Can the authority provide us the data on how they come up with the concession fee? Kasi based on our review dun sa mga data na provide ng PPA, parang it seems that masyadong malaki ang concession fee and considering yung operations niya, actually yung operations niya when it comes to ro-ro sa RRTF, sa passenger, yun lang naman yung malaki ang volume, but when it comes to cargo handling operations, ang nakadeclare lang doon is the non-containerized operations. So we would like to know how they come up, how the authority come up with the minimum concession fee.
Sir Regan, pwede pong sasagutin lang po muna namin yung question as to the available weighbridge facility at the Port of Calapan.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Opo. ATM Leo, may request for your response on that question po.
yes. Hello sir, naririnig niyo na po ako? Sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, meron po kaming available weighbridge dito sa Port of Calapan. 24/7 operation po siya. Ongoing po ngayon, talagang ginagamit pa siya.
Okay, thank you, sir, for that clarification.
ATM Leo, sir. Jen po. Sir, tanong lang namin kung yung po bang existing weighbridge facility at the Port of Calapan is owned by the existing operator po?
Yes, ma'am. Pag-aari po ito ng Calsdeco, pero as of now, wala po tayong sinisingil na fee sa weighbridge. Wala pong bayad.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, Sir Regan, actually,
question on how the minimum concession fee is computed po. The minimum concession fee is computed po based on BPA Administrative Order number 09/2019. But due to the consideration of the pandemic, sir, the basis of the revenue is computed for the actual revenue for July 2019 to June 2020 po. The following revenue items are considered po. Sharing cargo handling services, the sharing passenger terminal fees, the share in the roll-on-roll of terminal fee, the storage po, and then the incremental revenue is computed po based on the increase of cargo handling tariff from the existing to the uniform for tariff to be used with the PTMO, and the projected revenue from the new sources from the waste management and shore reception facility. Part of the concession feature is from the rental of the newly rehabilitated and expanded passenger terminal building, sir.
Okay, any other questions? Wala na. Yung representative ba? Yun yung sabi ko lang tanong. Pag-si, mag-share na wala na kasama ko. Meron pa kayo magtanong? Mag-share yun.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Mukhang na-disconnect yung kasama ko. May iba pa bang mga tanong?
Wala na po, wala na po. Thank you.
Okay, so this ends the previous conference portion. Prospective leaders are excused. So let's proceed to the next item on our agenda, the presentation of approval of the terms of reference. You know,